What's up, guys? Welcome back here to New York Jets franchise. If you missed last episode, go ahead and check it out. We played two games against AFC North teams. We played the Bengals, and then we ended up playing the Browns. We went 1-1 last episode, which puts us at 4-5. Here in Week 11, Thursday night primetime game against the 6-4 division rival New England Patriots. If we look at the division, Dolphins are in first place at 7-3. Buffalo is 5-4. We are 4-5. We've beaten Buffalo. We've lost to Miami, so we are 1-1 in divisional play. But like every episode, we're going to be playing two games. So we're going to play this game against the Patriots, and then we're going to be playing next week against the Baltimore Ravens. So we do have a storyline here for film room prep. Set your strategy for key matchup. Let's see what's going on here. I'm starting to. I love these cinematics. These are cool. Feels like Hard Knocks.
Where strategies
You know
are
what I'm saying?
discussed and victories are born. Each person there has a voice and a chance to step forward with what they believe is the key to this week's game.
Quarterback game this week. What are you seeing in the film? Quarterback is the most important position in the game, and that isn't a strength of theirs. We can force them to bad choices. I'm talking about Drake May here. Obviously, Drake May was a pretty good rookie season. We need our safeties reading the progression. We don't need to worry about getting beat. Instead, we can capitalize on every mistake. That's Stephen Meyer. Do you agree on gambling on forcing their QB to turn it over? Let's go agree. We're gonna hear on Stephen Meyer. Let's get it, Coach. I'll start working on the practices for the week. Make sure we're good to go. +2 player condition and catching for DBs. All right, settle in. We need to talk strategy for this week's matchup. The focus is all on their QB. We need to force mistakes and take advantage. I want you guys jumping routes. We need these turnovers to win. I'm already hunting for big plays. I got you, Coach. May even mess around and score a touchdown for us. All right, Andre Cisco. Like the big words. Well, at least we know Cisco's locked in. In all seriousness, we force a couple picks and they'll fail to move the ball, moving through the air. We can win this easy. Let's get to it. But we can look at the second mock draft. We'll check this out. Panthers currently have the number 1 overall pick, Devin Kendricks. To pick Donnell Foster, corner from Pittsburgh. He's got B press, B zone, 5'11", 200 pounds, 21 years old. Physicals, he has great to elite speed, solid to decent jumping. So he's pretty fast. He's a strong corner. He's got good to great strength. Skill-wise, he has B press, B zone, and C tackling. He doesn't look that bad. We're looking at linebacker. Ben Sheldon is the top will linebacker here. We have him 85% scout. He's got D block shedding, B pursuit, B to C tackle, A zone coverage. He's got great to elite speed, jumping, acceleration, good to great, and everything else. He's not very strong. Skills wise, he's got A awareness, he's got A man, A zone, B player, B pursuit, are some of his top things. Ben Lopez, another will side linebacker. This one's from Texas. He's 6'1", 232. He's got A zone coverage. He's got pretty much good to great on everything except strength. He's got A zone, B man. Still don't really know that much. A lot of ranges, and then Quincy Crocker, he has B tackle, C zone. He's got C block shedding. He's got good to solid speed, and he's got great to elite excel. He has B man, A zone, B tackling. Still don't know all these ranges, but Sam linebackers that we have a ton. There's only 3 projected Sam linebackers, and all of our starting linebackers are projected free agents. We haven't re-signed them yet. Juan Falajo, A pursuit, A tackle, B zone, B to C block shed, great to elite speed. He looks pretty good. A pursuit, B zone, A tackle, B awareness. Sam Parks, B block shedding, A tackle, B zone. He's got good to great speed. Yeah, he looks pretty good too. There's some good Sam linebackers that we're looking at there. And then Howie Webster, he's got B block shedding, A pursuit, B zone. Not as fast as the other guys, but he still looks pretty good. Once we get closer to the draft, we'll look at some of these guys. But we still have plenty of time left in the season to, get some guys scouted and maybe get some stories about these guys. But all right, we do have some big injuries here on offense. Mason Taylor is going to be out with a quad strain. We only have 2 tight ends on roster, so we'll probably promote somebody to the active roster from free agency. But defensively, We have 3 starters injured. Both of our starting edge rushers in Will McDonald and Jermaine Johnson will both miss today, at least broken finger, dislocated shoulder. And then Quincy Williams also is going to miss today with a dislocated shoulder. So we're going to be thin at edge. Upgrade card here for Harrison Mevis. Just going to go kick power. I don't really think kick accuracy really matters when you're usering. So we're going to upgrade power here, and he gets +2 kick accuracy. We have rookie strong safety Malachi Moore. He's played a little bit. He's got 73 zone. Tackling isn't very good. He's definitely got room to go if he wants to be a starter here. I think we're gonna go. Let's go run support. Let's go run support here for Malachi Moore, as he will get +1 awareness, +2 to play recognition, and +2 to zone coverage. They have the 4th best scoring defense and a top 10 rushing offense. Our rush defense is ranked 8th. We have the 2nd best rushing offense, so that's kind of what we need to know. The Patriots have nobody injured. We have 4 starters missing today's game, so I'm going to this Patriots game shorthanded. All right, these injuries. It is week to week for Jermaine Johnson. Will McDonald has a broken finger. He can miss 1 to 3 weeks. I believe Andre Cisco had a broken finger, and I think he missed 2 weeks, so we could be without Will McDonald for a week or two. Mason Taylor has a quad strain. He's week to week. And then Quincy Williams is week to week. So these week to week are usually just 1 week, so hopefully we should get Jermaine Johnson, Mason Taylor, and Quincy Williams are back, but Will McDonald could miss some time. All right, we're going to be making another move to our team. We're going to be signing Bryan Bresee. For some reason, the Saints decided to cut Bryan Bresee. I want to say he was their first. Was he their first round? I think he was their first or 2nd round pick. I'm not sure. Saints, for some reason, cut him, and I'd like to add him to the team. You know, maybe he's a player we sign midseason, plays and makes a big impact, and maybe we sign him to a contract. But we're going to be signing Bryan Bresee here. We need to get a little bit better at interior D-line a little bit. Derek Notty's been okay. Has been good at stopping the run. But we need pass rush. You know, and in best case scenario, this is really good depth at D-tackle because we do rotate in Darian Mathis a little bit. All right, to free up space on the practice squad, we're going to be cutting Max Duggan. We have Brady Cook on the practice squad. There's no point of having him and Duggan there on the practice squad. And with that, we're going to be sending Siaki Ika back down to the practice squad for this game. All right, with Mason Taylor going down, we're going to need to decide tight end for just this one game. Tanner Hudson is a solid little player for the Bengals in real life. But we're going to sign him here to the active roster just for this game. All right, I think we're going to be cutting Marcelo McCrary Ball here. We just need to make room to demote somebody down to the practice squad, at least just for this week. And I think it's going to end up being Jalen Simpson. Here, we don't really need 3 free safeties, so we're going to move him to the practice squad. All right, Thursday night matchup. It's a division rivalry game against the 6-4 New England Patriots, led by quarterback Drake May. We got to force turnovers. Andre Cisco wants a pick 6. This Patriots team could be a little sneaky. There's Rob. There's Gronk. There. Tom Brady could be, announcing this game as he rings the Patriots bell here. We'll jump into this game where we will be kicking it off to start. All right, they're starting out the tournament. They're led by second-year quarterback Drake May on the season, who has 10 touchdowns, only 5 picks. Sorry if my face cam is covering it. It's just that. Actually, I could flip it to the bottom right if I really wanted to, because there's nothing down there. Okay, so I'll probably do that after we get a TFL here with Quinnen Williams, or a sack. Drake May's got time, fires right side, incomplete. Intended for Pop Douglas, Sauce Gardner all over that. All right, after the TFL, it is 3rd and 11. Bryan Bresee, the new Jet, is on the field here for this 3rd and 11. Drake May's looking, fires over the middle, it's intercepted. Brandon Stevens. I have no idea who that was even intended to. There was just a collage of Patriots receivers in the area. And Brandon Stevens was just in the middle of that, intercepted. Oh, that was actually intended to, I want to say that's Kendrick Bourne. That is Kendrick Bourne. He's actually not even on the Patriots anymore. So we'll take that. Our defense coordinator is a genius. We need to get turnovers, and we've already got one. Just Fields takes the field here with short field. All right, 1st and 10 here. We're going to run up the middle. Breece Hall gets 10 on his first carry. Last week had a monster game, 16 carries, 133 yards. 2 straight runs. This one again, Breece Hall takes it. Another big gain there for Breece Hall. This one goes for 9 and gets us the first down. We got Arian Smith is now starting, but he's not in on this play. See what we can do here. Corner of the end zone. He's open. It's caught. Malachi Corley catches. That was a terrible throw. I want to say that was Kyle Duggar in coverage. It doesn't matter. Malachi Corley is a dog. Look at him. I don't know. Never seen that celebration. It's the only celebration they know in Madden. Malachi Corley doesn't even have a face. He's a faceless character. Another give. This one's Antonio Gibson. That's great blocking on the outside. Gibson's got space. Gibson breaks the defender's tackle. He's still going. Now, see, this is why we signed Breece, because we need another good D tackle. Mathis hasn't been doing that. But it's 3rd and short, and it's dropped. Dropped on 3rd and short. It's 4th and 1. They should go for this, and they will. My defense, get a stop here. May dumps it short to Stevenson. Breaks the tackle, breaks another first down, Patriots. It's 3rd and 7 now for the Jets, or for the Patriots. Can we stop him this time? May fires. Incomplete. Stephon Diggs couldn't catch it through the traffic of Sauce Gardner. Finally, Sauce Gardner is starting to look like a 90-plus corner. Will they make this? Kick is up. It is good. Patriots are on the board. 7-3. We're still up. QB rushing yards. We get updated on this every time. Fields still in first. Lamar Jackson only like 94 yards away. Looking underneath. Garrett Wilson with the catch. Garrett Wilson stays up. It's 9 there. Misdirection to the left side. Breece Hall's got space. Breece Hall jukes up the middle. Breece Hall on 3 carries has been very good. He's got over 30 yards. 2nd and 7 here. Short to Lazard. Gets the first down. Breaks the tackle. Lazard moves the chains. 9. Fields lofts it. Garrett Wilson diving grab makes the catch. That's going to be the final play of the first quarter. Offense is moving right now. All right, end of the first quarter. Offense is looking pretty good so far. We're up 7-3 against the Patriots. We give Breece Hall up the middle. Breece Hall. Another big gain there. Another gain of 7. 2nd and 3 here. We're going to hit Zach Kuntz in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. It's the now backup tight end, Zach Kuntz. I want to say that's got to be his first career touchdown. Great reads by Field. Great read by Fields. Jabril Pepper is just not fast enough. Maybe that's why he got cut in real life. Actually, he did get cut by the Patriots. A lot of Patriots players on this team in Madden aren't on the team in real life. To this day, it's probably one of the weirdest first-round picks I've ever seen. As Antonio Gibson, Brian Breece tries to pull him back. Still give him the first, though. All right, 2nd and long here. We're sending the blitz. May gets it out quick enough. Stephon Diggs, the New England Patriot, moves the chains. May's got plenty of time. May is panicking, and he's finally brought down by Quinnen Williams. First sack for Williams today, and that's going to be a huge loss of 10. If there's anything like college football 26, they're going to pick this up. There is a flag, however. May's got all the time in the world. Fires it deep. Incomplete, but there was a flag. We'll see what it is here. That's going to be offsides on us. So that will make it 3rd and 14, so they get a redo there. Okay, I don't think I've ever gotten an offsides. But it's 3rd and 14 now. Makes it a little bit easier to get, but still pretty hard. May launches it deep. Antonio Gibson is wide open. Touchdown New England. He was, butt naked. Open. I don't know how he even gets that open, dude. May has time. And Jamie Sure was the closest guy in coverage there. That was cover 4 palms, and he was wide open. All right, rushing touchdown leaders. Justin Fields is tied with a bunch of guys there with 4. 2nd and 6 here. Read option. We're going to keep that with Justin Fields. Justin Fields got some speed. Holds on to the ball there. That's a scary hit to take with your quarterback, but he doesn't fumble. Fields, we're going to have to scramble. We got pressure there. We're going to slide for the 1st down. Stretch right side here. Breece Hall breaks a tackle. Breece Hall gets 7 there. But we're facing 3rd and 3 here. Can we convert this 3rd and 3? Underneath. Passes a little high for Lazard, but he makes the grab. Lit up by Spillane, but Lazard's a tough guy. Gets 1st down. 3rd and 11 here. Slant. Garrett Wilson cannot hold on to that. Incomplete. Field goal. 50-yarder. Can we make this 50-yarder? Mevis's kick is right down the middle. That looked like he does that in his sleep. It was right down the middle, and we make it a touchdown game here. I like that we had a zone guy and all the way across the field, but Pop Douglas gets the 1st down, breaks the tackle. 10 over the middle, open Kendrick Bourne. Somehow Sherwood does not turn his back around for the ball there. May steps up, open receiver, cannot hold on to it again. It's another drop. It's 3rd and 10. 3rd and 10 for New England. 2 straight incomplete passes. They're going to screen it to Ramondre Stevenson. We got defenders there. Come on, somebody make a play. Took too many defenders there. Brandon Stevens ends up making the play there on 4th and 2. And we're going to call a timeout here. All right, so now that we call a timeout, they're going for it. Okay, maybe I should have just let them get that, and we just let them get at that there. 1st down, New England. 3rd and 10 for New England. They got 40 seconds left. Well, let's get a stop here. Drake May rolls out right and is sacked by Quinnen Williams. Does that put him out of field goal range? I don't know. They're just going to punt this one. Yeah, I don't think we're going to try to force something, because every time I try to score for halftime, I always end up taking a sack, and you know what Fields does when he gets sacked. So, and we get the ball to start the 2nd half. So, we'll take that going to halftime. That was a pretty good 1st quarter, besides that one big Antonio Gibson touchdown. But offense played pretty well in that game, or in that 1st half. Defense played good. Outside the big touchdown. Got to continue what was doing well in the 2nd half. Let's just keep going. Let's just keep this train rolling. Let's score. Just kick off 2nd half. And defense, let's make plays. And it's 3rd down and 6, just like that for this offense. 3rd and 6. Can we hit Garrett Wilson down deep? We won't. But we will hit Jeremy Ruckert underneath, who fumbles the football. Recovered Robert Spillane. There's no way that's a fumble. There's no way he had the ball for more than half a second there. Recovered Robert Spillane. That's the big play their defense needed. It is 3rd down and 7. Can we get something going? Wide open. Ramondre Stevenson. Nobody even went with him. 1st down. Their running backs have been killing us in the receiving game. All right, 1st and 10. Stretch right side. Ramondre Stevenson gets nothing. We'll lose a yard. But it's 3rd down and 8 for New England. Can the defense get a stop here? Force field goal here. 3rd and 8. May's got time. May's going to try to scramble. Launches it up. Incomplete. 10 for Kendrick Bourne. Coverage by Sauce Gardner. That's going to be incomplete. Gardner is finally playing like a 95 or 96, whatever he is. If that was him early in the season, he would have got mossed. But the field goal, right side, is right down the middle. New England, we hold them to a field goal. That's a win. That's a win. We'll take it. Would have liked the pick six or something, but we'll take the field goal. Fields looking. Fields gonna have to get that one away there. Try to scramble, but they broke contain there. 3rd and 7. Underneath Rucker. Yeah, that didn't really have a chance there. Oh my gosh. 2 drives, 2 nothing burgers of drives, and it's gonna have to be a punt. 2nd and 5 here. Pass. Caught by Kendrick Bourne. There is a flag, however. And it's going to be roughing the passer on us. That's going to be on the newly signed Brian Breece. Drake May hand off the middle. Antonio Gibson. That's probably their biggest rushing play there. Get 8. Can we stop him and force another field? They probably would go for this, honestly. They will QB sneak it on 3rd and 1. I have handoff. Stevenson's got good blocks. 1st down, New England. There's an injury to Cole Strange, their left guard. And play action. Drake May wide open. Stephon Diggs. Touchdown, New England, and they're going to take the lead here. It was man coverage. Who was covering Stephon Diggs? Don't tell me it was a linebacker. Was it really a linebacker? What? Why was a linebacker covering Stephon Diggs? Was that what the play was designed? Alright, well, Patriots. This was not the second half I was wanting. It's actually been quite the opposite. Defense isn't making plays, and offense is stalling. 10. We're going to keep that. Fields up the middle. Fields fumbles the ball. Did we? Okay, we recovered it. Jesus. Why is Robert Spillane turning into prime Patrick Willis right now? Try run left side. Breece Hall's got space. Breece Hall throws off a defender, gets the 1st down, moving the chains. There's the big run we haven't gotten in the second half. Enough. Breece Hall up the middle. Breece Hall! Does he have the speed? No, he's tracked down behind by Jabril Peppers, but that rush gets him nearing 100 yards. There we go. Drive is going good, baby. 1st and 10 here. We're going to hit. Garrett Wilson gets around Christian Gonzalez. Moves the chains. Final play of the 3rd quarter. We're going to the 4s. Hold your 4s up. Hold your 4s up if you're watching. Hold to the 4s. We need a touchdown here, and we need defense to... We need to get a sack on Drake May in the 2nd half. We need to get something on defense. 10 handoff. Breece Hall gets outside. Breece Hall, does he have the space? Jukes out Jabril Peppers, and he's in the end zone. Touchdown, Breece Hall. This was a big drive for him, and a big drive for the offense that we needed. Bubbled 1st drive, stalled 2nd drive, 3rd drive. It's a Breece Hall touchdown. He wants to get 16 total touchdowns to finish the season, and that's enough. Add that to the total. We're going to reclaim the lead here, beginning of this 4th quarter. All right, 2nd and 10. Drake May's got time. Slant. Pop Douglas breaks the tackle. 1st down, Drake May. He's over 200 yards. We need to get some pressure off the edge. Won't get it there. Stevens allows the catch. They're going to motion out wide here. I formation. Play action. Drake May's got time underneath. Is that their tight end? Or their fullback? All right, defense forces a 3rd and 4. Let's get it. Let's make a play on 3rd and 4. Drake May's got time. Nope, short underneath. Easiest 1st down of his life. All right, I formation. Stevenson will check in the game. It's a stretch. Stevenson cannot get outside. Nice play there by the safety, Tony Adams. 2nd and goal. Handoff. Stevenson can't make the tackle. Brandon Stevens touchdown, New England. Oh my gosh. Broken tackles theme of the defense today. Patriots will reclaim the lead. Yeah, just throws off Brandon Stevens. I mean, Brandon Stevens is not a good tackler whatsoever, so I guess it tracks. Nice return by Ezra Thomas. 238. We'll start with good field position at the 38. Breece Hall, another 100-yard rushing game. 13 carries, 112 yards, and a touchdown for the newly signed 4-year extension in our entire offense this season. And off up the middle. Breece Hall's got another big gain. Breece Hall. First down at midfield. 126 now on the ground. We're going to Garrett Wilson deep. That looked like it was going to be a lot more opens. Picked off. I thought that play was going to, I thought that was going to be open. Interception, Jabril Peppers. That sealed 7th pick of the season. I mean, that I kind of forced that in there, but I thought he would. Honestly, there was a linebacker covering him on. Jesus Christ. All right, 3rd and 7. This is the time we need one of our guys to step up. Drake May. I mean, he's got so much time in the world. Throws on the run. There is a flag. It's incomplete. What's the flag on who's done it this time? It's roughing the passer again. Jesus Christ. That's on Tyler Barron, and that's, oh my God. Are we fucking for real? Are we fucking for real? Dude, what the hell? What is with roughing the pass? If you touch the quarterback he does it, he fucking grazes his back with his shoulder, and he's not even trying to hit him. He's getting blocked. What the fuck? This game is just making bullshit roughing the passer calls for the CPU. It happened like 3 times against Shedeur Sanders, and it's happening today against Drake May. Where he like touches it with his finger on his shoulder pad a second and a half after he throws the ball, and they're calling roughing the passer. I might have to turn off roughing the passer because it's absolutely BS. All right, 2nd and 8 for the defense here. It's going to be a run. Ronnie Stevenson, good blocks by the Patriots. That's going to do it. I mean, we'll call timeouts just in case. You never know. They could fumble the ball. They could go for a pass for some reason. CPU's kind of dumb when it comes to these types of situations. They're going to pass it. What are they doing? Drake May throws it deep. It's caught. Touchdown. Are we fucking serious? Yeah, just run up the fucking score. Jesus Christ. Jaheim Bell. Moss's Michael Carter. I was like, oh my gosh, this is the chance that we could win the game. No, Michael Carter completely missed. Jaheim Bell mosses him. And that's for sure the game. Alright, that will finish it. Patriots, oh my gosh. Second half was not this dream second half I was hoping for. We dropped to 1-2 in these divisional games. Alright, we'll check out stats here. Fields, 14 of 20, 118 yards, 70% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns, the interception. Rushing, Breece Hall had a big game, 14 carries, 126 yards, and a touchdown. Fields had 5 carries, 46 yards. Had a fumble. Braylon Allen, 1 carry, 3 yards. Garrett Wilson was our leading receiver, 5 catches, 52. Lazard, 3 catches, 28. Zach Kuntz and Malachi Corley, whose only catches were touchdowns. No sacks allowed. Tackles, 11 from Jeremy Sherwood, 9 Tony Adams, 8 for Tyler Barron. TFLs, 3 for Quinn Williams, 3 for Adams, 2 for Barron, 2 for Sherwood. Williams with the only 2 sacks. Stevens with the opening drive interception. 4 pass deflections, Sauce Gardner, Michael Carter, and Andre Cisco. No forced fumbles. Mevis made all of his field goals. Austin McNamara only pointed at once. There you go. There's the return stats. That was kind of a pretty good second half from the Patriots. That was like borderline flawless second half. But we'll go to Baltimore here. All right, upgrade for Zach Kuntz. He had his first, I want to say that's his first career receiving touchdown. He's got 85 speed. He doesn't really see the field too often outside of that game. We'll go vertical threat, I guess. That gets him to a 63 overall. He gets +1 break tackle, catching traffic, catching, deep route, juke, and pass block finesse, +2 medium route, and spec catch. So those are the only upgrades coming out of this. The storyline didn't. I mean, it looked good after the first drive. Just didn't. The defense didn't do really nothing else outside of that. Andre, you look pretty broken up on the sideline after today's game. How do you rebound after such an emotional loss? Our team really stepped it up out there. I came in boastful and didn't deliver. No, our defense didn't. I'm proud of our guys, but also if I played my part as planned, we win that game. Create a comment, coach. I'm gonna take responsibility. You know the saying, any given Sunday, we'll need to refocus and learn for next time. All right, we'll check out what happened around the league here last week. The season, probably last week. We see Kyler Murray launch it over the middle of the field to an open Marvin Harrison. Cardinals are 9-1 on the season. Kyler Murray, 2 touchdowns, 172 yards, leads the victory over the 49ers. So Arizona Cardinals are one of the surprising teams of the league. You got the Commanders versus the Dolphins. We would want the Commanders to win, but it does not look like they will because they get moshed by 60-year-old Keenan Allen. He's not that old. But Tua Tagovailoa outduels Jaden McDaniels, 3 touchdowns. Daniels had 324 yards, but wasn't enough. Miami moves on to 8-3, and they are probably comfortably in first place ahead of us. But that was it for the weekly recap. All right, and now we will move over to Baltimore. Baltimore's defense is insanely good. 5th best scoring defense, 3rd best passing defense, 2nd best rushing defense. And they are the only team ahead of us in terms of rushing stats. Passing stats, they're not the best. But passing-wise and scoring-wise, we are pretty comparable. 22.7, 22.9, 168 yards, 167 yards. So we're not too much different in terms of passing and scoring, or offensively, really. But defensively, they are a much better defense than us. So it's going to be a tough game to move the ball. We do finally get some stories for some of these draft prospects. Isaiah Stackhouse, East Carolina running back Isaiah Stackhouse has impressed scouts and is shooting up draft boards. We don't really need running back, but it wouldn't hurt to take a backup running back. Move down here to Ty Gibbs. This is not a good one. Major injury. Auburn left tackle Ty Gibbs could see his draft stock plummet after a major injury. Tackle is one of the spots where I'm probably not going to draft unless it's like 6th round or undrafted. But that's not one that I'm really, going to keep my eye on. Well, we'll keep our eye on everything, but those are the only draft stories. They are currently without Ardarius Washington. We are without Will McDonald, so a bunch of the guys who were injured last week will come back. But yeah, we'll do some weekly strategy. We'll move around the roster a little bit. All right, Arian Smith. Looks like he's going to miss another game. He did play a little bit last week, but I want to get him more playing time. But it's kind of hard, when he's not really getting that open and he's also getting hurt. So Arian Smith will be out for today's game. Will McDonald will miss this week's game, obviously, and then Jarek Bernard Conner versus a guy in our practice squad. So it's not really one that's going to affect our game day roster, but we do have upgrades to do. Left tackle Olu Fashanu is the first one up. He's been really struggling in pass protection, and we're going to need to get him better there in that area. So we're gonna go pass protector here for Olu Fashanu, as he will get +1 awareness, +1 pass block finesse, and pass block power. We have corner Azariah Thomas here. We might see him get some playing time because Michael Carter in that game was awful. Would get beat, got mossed by Jaheim Bell. So maybe we might see Azariah Thomas get some playing time today. He's got 86 speed. That's the only real downside of him. Outside of that, he looks decent. I do want to get his tackling up so we don't have to worry about tackling. So we'll go slot here for the rookie. He gets +1 play recognition, +2 to press, and +4 to tackling. He's up to 63 tackling. We got wide receiver Malachi Corley. He's got good catching. 85 is not bad. I think we'll just go slot here for Malachi. He goes up to a 72. He'll get +2 awareness, +1 carry and catching traffic, medium, short, and spec catch. Moving on to Tyler Barron, who did get some playing time. He did have some TFLs, but just couldn't quite get to the passer very often. So we're gonna go power rush here, get some of his power moves up, hopefully a little bit. He'll get +2 to finesse and +3 to power and +1 to pursuit. So now he's at least got 70 finesse and 77 power moves for Barron. He's probably also going to start today. But those are all the upgrades. As you see, we'll be without Arian Smith and Will McDonald. The Ravens will be missing Ardarius Washington. So let's go ahead and jump into this game against the 6-4 Baltimore Ravens. All right, second and final game of this episode. We're here at M&T Bank Stadium against the Baltimore Ravens, one of the top defensive top defensive units in the league, the best rushing offense in the league, just ahead of your New York Jets rushing attack. But they have the leading rusher in Derrick Henry, obviously, because they have the number one rushing offense, who is only 2 yards ahead of Breece Hall. So we have two of the top rushers in playing in today's game. We'll see who outduels who, and we'll see how our offense will adjust to this monster Raven defense. But we'll start with the ball to kick off this week. All right, we'll start at the 30 as we see Justin Fields' current stats. 13 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, 15 touchdowns, 7 interceptions, just under 1,800 passing yards. Not a terrible season. Passing yards obviously aren't that good, but you don't really have to pass the ball when you can run the ball like this. All right, that wasn't a great run, but last week Breece Hall had another monster game, 14 rushes, 126 yards. I did tweak a little bit of the sliders. I turned down CPU pass blocking from 75 to 72, and I changed auto run blocking from 50 to 49. So hopefully that can balance out the game a little bit as we hit Garrett Wilson underneath, who gets the first down, gain of 16 here. The Ohio State teammates connect. It is insane right now. Stretch right side here. Breece Hall breaks the tackle. Ravens rally to the ball carrier. It's going to be a loss of 1. It's going to be a lot tougher to run the ball. And it's 3rd and 11. Can we convert this 3rd and 11? They have Jair Alexander. I forgot they had Jair Alexander for a second. We're going to hit Lazard over the middle. Great throw by Fields. Caught by Lazard. Moving the chains. Lazard beats, I want to say that was Marlon Humphrey in coverage. Alan Lazard is just that dog. He's got that dog in him. We're going to try to keep that with Fields. Kyle Van Noy reads that all the way. That's a huge loss of 5 on 2nd and 10. That will make it 3rd and 15. Will we try to convert this? You know what? We'll go a little conservative here and we'll run screen, or will it be conservative? Breece Hall spin. Breece Hall first down on 3rd and 15. That's why you go with the screen on 3rd and 15. Big moves, Breece Hall. Marlon Humphrey couldn't get him. 2 carries isn't going to determine how we run the ball. So we're going to motion Rucker to the left side. We have Beck in the game. And we have Braylon Allen who gets the first down. Braylon Allen, first carry of the day, gets 6. I keep accidentally saying gay. I try to say day and game, and then just gauge, so he stops that. All right, 2nd and 4. For defense, Fields rolling left. Fields, does he have the speed? Fields, can he get outside? He will, but will gain minimal yards. What can we do on 3rd and 3? We're going to hit Malachi Corley, who's open. Touchdown! Jets on our opening drive. Score. Just a lot of congestion there on that right side. Got the defender. Cook got the defender. Lost just for enough time to get Corley on the outside. That's Kyle Hamilton. He's now the highest paid safety in the league now. Allows the touchdown there to Malachi Corley. Just too much traffic for him to get through. It's a great play call on 3rd and 3. All right, Ravens defense allows a touchdown opening drive. Lamar Jackson will now step out onto the field. Numbers are kind of similar to Justin Fields. Obviously, not as many touchdowns, but less interceptions. He's completed more passes. So, both quarterbacks are having solid seasons. Lamar Jackson, I'd probably prefer Lamar's. Higher complete percentage, less picks. Underneath, Derrick Henry runs over Cisco. Can't bring him down. This is gonna be a nightmare game, dude. Oh my gosh. And 7. Hand off Derrick Henry. He's got space. Derrick Henry. I'm gonna stop him short. I want to say this is QB sneak all the way. This is QB sneak all the way. Lamar, QB sneaks it. We're all over that. Quincy Williams, who returns, missed the game against New England last week, makes the play on 3rd and inches. And the Ravens are going to punt. Oh, I would go for this if I was the Ravens. I would just hand it off Derrick Henry. Or run Wildcat Derrick Henry, I don't know. But defense makes a huge stop there on 3rd and inches. And we will get the ball back like that. We also have top 3 rushing quarterbacks. Fields is still in first, nearing 500 yards. And off of the middle, Breece Hall. There we go. Some nice blocking. Breece Hall gets a positive yardage there. Second and 10 here. Oh my gosh. Garrett Wilson in coverage against Simpson. I can't remember his name. I don't know how he doesn't just run right past him. Who is that? What's his name? It's something. Anyways, Garrett Wilson makes the big play over the linebacker. That's a mismatch we're going to take advantage of all day. Second and 7 here. Fields going to try to scramble, and we can't. Brought down by Ravens defenders. Simpson makes up for the given up first down with the sack there. Okay, this is the terrible. Because we only have 1 receiver out there. We have 2 tight ends and a fullback. All right, not the ideal, play personnel you want out there. It doesn't matter. Jeremy Ruckert, another big play through traffic with 2 Ravens defenders. What is going on in today's game? This is an electric start on offense to kick off that first quarter. A bunch of plays made in traffic. Usually those are drops. 90% of those are drops or picks. But offense is moving against one of the top units in the league here to start this first quarter. To run. Second and 5 underneath Garrett Wilson. They blitzed that linebacker, so that meant that middle is going to be open. First down. We're going to run play action. This does not work. Fields, can he make the throw on the run? Yes, he can. Mason Taylor. Touchdown, throw on the run. I thought that was going to be overthrown because throwing on the run in this game is pretty difficult, but it was easy for Mason Taylor. A rookie tight end comes back after missing last week and gets the touchdown, and we are up 14-0 over the Ravens. Ravens trying to get something going. The handoff Derrick Henry. Oh my gosh, he's got momentum. First down, Derrick Henry. Once that guy, if you can't get some hands on him in the first level, it's going to be tough to bring him down because he's like 6'3", 6'2", 240. This guy's a monster of a running back. But it's first and 10. They're going to hand it off to him again. Breaks the tackle. Runs over Michael Carter. Gosh, Michael Carter's been getting absolutely massacred these last 2 weeks. Second and 5 there. Blitz doesn't get there. Outside, Mark Andrews jukes out a defender. Andrews pushed out of bounds at the 45. Spot of Henry on 2nd and 8 here. Lamar hasn't really ran the ball so far. Keaton Mitchell breaks the tackle. Brought down Brian Breece all the way from the defensive line spot. Makes the tackle. 3rd and 1. Yeah, sneak out. Didn't realize it was 3rd and 1. 3rd and just can't make the play. No, we cannot. Another 3rd down conversion on this drive. Cruising just stand right in front of the center, and probably your highest chances. As Derrick Henry using air truck technique. What is this? Ultimate Team last year? What the hell's wrong with these air trucks? It's actually handoff Derrick Henry up the middle. Derrick Henry loses a yard, and Derrick Henry's down on the play. That's a huge loss for Baltimore if it's going to be a long-term injury. Looks like he's going to the locker. He's going ahead in the locker room. Keaton Mitchell, the fast Keaton Mitchell will take his spot. It doesn't matter. Derrick Henry, Keaton Mitchell, it doesn't matter. Big run up the middle for 12. All right. First and goal, handoff. Keaton Mitchell up the middle. Yeah, that was an easy touchdown. Keaton Mitchell in the end zone. Baltimore is on the board. Yeah, having no linebackers in the middle, that was bad defensive play call by me. 2nd and 10. Play action. We're going to take it with Fields. Fields is going to keep it. Justin Fields got speed to get out of bounds. First down, Jets. Underneath, tight end Mason Taylor makes a grab. Taylor to the 45, and Fields has 151 yards in this first half. Got that in the first half. Passing attack has been main source of offense. Big hit, Roquan Smith. 3rd and 11. Handoff at the middle. That's a good play there by number 31. Thought we could have had that there. It's going to be 4th and 8. We're not going to go for it. We're just going to wind the clock here on 4th and 8. We'll take the delay of game penalty. All right, it's 1st and 10. 32 seconds left. They still have 3 timeouts. They could try to score as they hit Rashad Bateman there, and there is a flag on the field, and it's roughing the passer again. I swear to God, if I look at a replay and he grazes him with his fingers, I'm going to punch a hole through this TV. Lamar barely even moves. 2nd and 10, over the middle of the field, open. Jesus Christ, dude. Oh my God. Defense. What the hell? Crack here. We cannot allow a touchdown. Lamar over the middle, but they're just gonna score. The game's decided that Baltimore is gonna score, so they're gonna score. Jesus Christ. 3 fucking oh my God, 3 plays and they're already at the 7. Lamar Jackson underneath. It's gonna be stopped short. Play. 2nd and 1. Lamar underneath, open. Yeah. Defense. Oh my God. The game just decided that Baltimore is going to score a touchdown. That's just what happened there. The game's like, you know what? We're going to let it's scripted. All right, 1st and 10. 13 seconds left. We're just going to take it to the second half, even if it's not the most popular idea. Actually, you know what? That was a good run. We're going to call timeout. Again, 1st and 10. Fields is going to scramble up the middle, slide. Maybe we'll just try a Hail Mary. I don't know how long this field goal is going to be. Yeah, it's going to be a 60-yard field goal. We're going to try a 60-yard field goal. Never mind. The wind's going against us. I can't call timeout. All right, cool. Well, it looks like we're not going to... Awesome, bro. Yeah, that's no good anyways. All right, cool. No points. And the Ravens will get the ball to start the second half too, so... All right, the first half looked really good, and then all of a sudden, the Ravens just flipped the switch and turned into the fucking greatest passing attack, the greatest show on turf, apparently, and just scored in 4 plays. Houston 7-3. Buffalo is 6-4. As we see, Josh Allen fires into the end zone to the former Raven Isaiah Likely as the Bills move to 7-4 there. Stroud under 150 yards and no touchdowns for him. We have the 6-4 Steelers on the road against the 5-5 Chicago Bears. See, second-year quarterback Caleb Williams launches the ball down the right sideline. Monster catch, breaks the tackle. It is currently tied 14-14. Caleb Williams, 2 touchdowns, 139 yards in the first half. It's Rodgers versus the Bears. So it's a big rivalry matchup, Rodgers versus the Bears. We have the lowly 2-9 Giants versus the 5-5 Lions. As they hand off Jahmyr Gibbs, the new number 0 shoots 3 defenders in the same play. Lions are up big, 31-7 over the Jackson Dart-led Giants. Giants look like they're moving to 2-10. Check out around the league. Bengals up 17-14 over New England. You got the Tennessee Titans over the Seahawks 13-7. Second half defense, we got a good stop here on this first drive. Defense looked like not the defense that was in that last drive, but Lamar Jackson has yet to throw an incompletion. Justin Fields having a very good game passing, over 150 yards and 2 touchdowns. And the Ravens will get this second half kickoff. First and 10, first play of the second half is a loss of 1 for Derrick Henry. Underneath, D-Hop breaks the tackle of Sauce Gardner. Gain of 9. It is 3rd down and 2 for the Ravens. This will be the big stop we need for this second half here. 3rd and 2. Lamar's going to keep it. Gets outside. Lamar's got speed. Breaks the tackle. Breaks the tackle of Tony Adams. Finally brought down by Sauce Gardner. I played contain there, and nobody contained the outside. So that's what happened there. Ravens already in our territory. Second and 7 handoff. Derrick Henry breaks the tackle. Derrick Henry still going, runs over a defender. Yeah, Michael Carter is having a rough 2 weeks. He's been trucked 6 times today at least. Got mossed by Jaheim Bell last week. We're going to 5 here. We're running blitz. We can't get there. Lamar has all the time in the world open. Mark Andrews, touchdown. We blitz, 6 guys there, and nobody gets there. Touchdown, Baltimore, and like that, it's a 14-point. I mean, Barron got there, but it didn't affect the throw at all. And just like that, it's a 14-point swing for the Ravens. Ravens have so far only held us to 51 yards rushing, so that's got to help their defense. First and 10 here. What are we going to do? First and 10. I was trying to keep it with Fields, but Breece Hall will get 3. Second and 7. Fields is going to roll out left. Fields. Why did he come back to the ball? And it's going to be a legal forward pass. I threw it too late. But I was hoping that Garrett Wilson would have stayed there, but he came back to the ball. Jesus Christ. 3rd and 12 here. Maybe we can get something going. We're going to try to hit Mason Taylor there, and we do get something going. That was your typical edge rusher, Calvin, annoying coverage with Mason Taylor. And that's the big play we need to move the chains. Stretch right side. Good blocking by Lazard. Breece Hall will go all the way into the end zone. Touchdown untouched. And we respond just like that, just by the snap of your fingers, the blink of an eye, the flash of lightning, the sound, the speed of sound. There we go, fast things. And we are going to tie this one up 21 apiece. This could end up being a shootout if this is how the second half's going to start. All right, 3rd and 11, and we are going to actually put Ezra Thomas in place of Michael Carter, as Lamar is sacked. Tyler Barron, his first career sack. It's against Lamar Jackson. He was unblocked. Lamar just not fast enough to outrun Tyler Barron, as it's 3rd and 19 now. There we go. We get a sack. 3rd and 19 for Baltimore. Lamar's gonna run. Lamar is not gonna get it. It was very close, as Michael Carter is in the game, even though I took him out. But it doesn't matter. He makes a nice play there. It's 4th and 1, and Baltimore will punt this one. Breece Hall is now over 1,000 yards with that last carry. So he's the first running back to reach 1,000. Because Derrick Henry, I don't know. I don't think he's over 1,000 right now, but doesn't matter. We're gonna motion Lazard here. And we're gonna hand off Breece Hall. Broken tackle. Breece Hall jukes out the defender. Breece Hall again will score. What a play, Breece Hall. Jukes out a Raven defender, and he goes all the way again. Turn down the run blocking sliders. It doesn't matter because this guy can defy sliders. It's Breece Hall's second big rushing touchdown. Oh my gosh. He might go for over 200 yards. What a play. And just like that, it's a 14-point swing our way. Juked out Kyle Hamilton and then outran the rest of the Raven defense. And we're going to reclaim our lead here. As they're going to have Kolar in the backfield. Fake give to Derrick Henry over the middle to Zay Flowers. Makes the grab. 1st and 10. Over to Zay Flowers again. Second straight grab for the first. That makes it 3rd down and 7 now. Can the defense make a stop on 3rd and 7? They're going to motion Mark Andrews to the left. 3rd and 7. Lamar has an open Charlie Kolar. 1st down for the Ravens. Play action. Lamar up the middle. Scrambles, jukes out defender, breaks the tackle. Finally brought down by... they're going to give it to Tony Adams there, even though that was not Tony Adams. That was Sauce Gardner, but 1st down nonetheless. It's going to be it for the 3rd quarter. We're still up by 7. Ravens are driving down the field. Hold up your 4s again. It didn't work last time, but trust me, it's going to work this time. Hold up your 4s. We need to hold off against the Ravens. Baltimore wide open. Mark Andrews outruns Tony Adams. And touchdown, Mark Andrews. That was pretty easy. All right, Breece Hall had a really tough start, but is now over 140 yards and 2 touchdowns on the day, which is surprising. But we're running up the middle. Breece Hall, oh my God, no way. No way is Breece Hall going to do it for a 3rd time. Can he outrun Jair? He will. No way. This does not feel real. Breece Hall, another huge rushing touchdown. I'm speechless. That's another, 50-plus yard touchdown for Breece Hall. What is happening? What is going on in this game? He was untouched. This is just simple run up the middle. God, he's not gonna practice next week. This guy's gonna be gassed. Oh my gosh, and he's got to be over 200 now. All right, 3rd and 6. Can the defense make a stop here? Lamar over the middle. It's Zay Williams or Zay Flowers, but he's going to be stopped short of the marker, and that's going to be a Raven punt. Defense makes a stop. Defense steps up now. What will happen on offense? It will be another big Breece Hall touchdown. We'll see. 2nd down and 8. Fields is going to scramble. Fields tries to make the throw on the run. What a throw by Fields to Malachi Corley. But there is an injury on the field. It is to our starting left guard, John Simpson, who's also, I think, a former Raven. So a lot of Ravens on our team. And Bruce Shoulder will return soon. We're going to put in Marquise Hayes. 3rd down and 1. What will Baltimore do? Braylon Allen's in the game, but guess what? We're not giving it to him. We're giving it to the fullback, Andrew Beck, 1st down. He's very rarely touched the ball this season, but gets 2 carries on this drive, and this one's a 1st down. Chain mover. And off Breece Hall up the middle. Oh my gosh, no way. Breece Hall juke. Breece Hall 1st down. And there's an injury for Baltimore, so that will at least stop the clock. But it's still a big injury in this secondary. 1st and 10, another run. This time Breece Hall bounces it outside, runs into the back of a lineman, but will muster a yard, and there's an injury for the Baltimore Ravens. It's Jordan Davis, former Eagle. That Jordan Davis is on the Ravens. We're gonna hit Mason Taylor there. Mason Taylor can't run over the defender. John Simpson is back in the game and then gets hurt again. Gee, how many injuries have we had in this drive? Ravens have had 5 stoppages of the clock. I guess we're going to have to kick the field goal here. Mevis kick. I thought we were going to miss that one, but he makes it a 10-point game there. Unfortunately, the Ravens still have a lot of time left in this game. Elbow bursitis. Okay, when I say sub him out, actually take him out of the game, dude. Because there was like 4 injuries in that drive, and that stopped the clock for the Ravens. We could be at the 2-minute warning right now, but all right, Ravens offense. Can they respond here? They're down by 10. Play action Lamar underneath Patrick Ricard. Gain of 5. We're gonna go hurry up here. 3rd down and 6. What will Lamar do? He fires over the middle. It's incomplete. Surprised that wasn't picked off. It's 4th and 6, and Baltimore's going to go for it here. 4th and 6. If we can get a stop here, that could put the cherry on top of this game. 4th and 6. Lamar over the middle. Wide open Mark Andrews. Of course he's fucking wide open. Out of here, bro. 2nd and 4. Handoff. Derrick Henry. Nice tackle. Tony Adams. 3rd and 6 now. 3rd and 6. Lamar is going to run. Lamar's got space. Lamar will hold on to the ball. 1st and 10. Handoff. Derrick Henry's going nowhere. Nice tackle. Quinnen Williams. 2nd and 11. Baltimore over the middle. Mark Andrews will catch it. That's going to be the final play before the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left in this game. Ravens are trying to complete a comeback. We're up by 10. Let's not choke this game. Come on. 3rd and 2 for Baltimore. They still have all 3 timeouts. 3rd and 2 underneath Charlie Kolar. That's fine. That's going to bleed some of the clock. Now 1:50 left. Lamar's in the zone. Lamar's got time. Lamar underneath Keaton Mitchell. Tackle. Ravens will use a timeout there. All right, they can dink and dunk all they want because they've wasted their timeouts. 2nd and 2, 1:43. Handoff Derrick Henry. That's keeping the clock moving. Ravens not going to spike it there. Lamar floats it to DeAndre Hopkins, who will not get out of bounds, but get the 1st down. Clock is moving for Baltimore. 1:15 left. Lamar throws to Zay Flowers, who is stopped short, and there's a timeout for Baltimore. 1:13 here. 2nd and 1. Baltimore. Play action. Lamar will scramble, and he's not going to get in. Tackle Andre Cisco. 3rd and inches. Clock is running. Under a minute left. Lamar, what is Lamar doing? He's patting his helmet. Lamar is sacked. 4th and 8. Kaiser White. Oh my gosh, the Ravens. 4th and 8. Can they convert? Lamar is sacked. That's going to be the game. Injury for Baltimore. It doesn't matter. Defense holds on. And we are going to beat the Ravens. Fields will kneel it. And it's over. We have beaten the Baltimore Ravens. 38-28. Most points we've scored this season in a big matchup. This is the top 5 defense at least. And we scored 38 against them. Also helps with the Breece Hall massive touchdowns. What a game. Oh my gosh, look at number 70 blocking all the way down the field. I want to say that's Armand Membo with the block down the field. Breece Hall, monster game. And that's going to seal this one. Look at that rhymes. Justin Fields, 13 of 18, 203 yards, 72% completion percentage, 2 touchdowns. Rushing, Breece Hall, oh my god, 14 carries, 231 yards, and 3 touchdowns. What a day for Breece Hall. Fields, 17 rushing yards. Andrew Beck even had 2 carries. Receiving lines, Mason Taylor was our top receiver. 5 catches, 60 yards, and a touchdown. Garrett Wilson, 3 catches, 51. Malachi Corley with a touchdown. John Simpson allowed the only sack. Tackles, 12 for Sherwood, 11 for Tony Adams, 9 for Sauce Gardner. TFLs, 4 for Kaiser White, 2 for Johnson, Tony Adams, Quinn Williams, Tyler Barron, 1 for Sherwood, Stevens, Azariah Thomas, Michael Carter, Quincy Williams, sack, 2 for Kaiser White, and I want to say they both came on the 3rd and 4th down that ended the game. No interceptions, pass deflections for Thomas and Williams, no forced fumbles. Mevis, 1 for 2, but it was a 60-yarder. Only punted it once. What a game. Obviously, we have an upgrade for Breece Hall with that 231-yard performance. I mean, what can we really upgrade? He's got good juke, good carrying. Let's just go elusive again. He's got +5 morale as he gets +2 to ball carrier vision, +1 to carrying, and then +2 to juke. For Armand Membo, who had a very good block on one of those Breece Hall runs, as I think let's just go agile, make him a scheme fit here. He's up to an 85 +4 with morale. He gets +3 to pass block and run block, +2 to pass block finesse. Amazing upgrades there for Armand Membo. Good upgrade for Tony Adams, who had a good amount of tackles. Let's go with run support. That gets him up to a 79. He gets +1 block shedding, +1 man, play rec, tackle zone, +2 pursuit. Big upgrades for everybody all around in a huge game against the Ravens. All right, simulate here week 13 where we will play the Falcons. But that's going to be for next episode. Weekly award winner, we already know who it's going to be. Breece Hall, 14 carries, 231 yards, and 3 touchdowns. Now puts him at the most in the league. Derrick Henry did not break 1,000. Breece Hall currently is ahead of everybody with 1,100 rushing yards. So, good thing we got him back on a big deal. But that's going to be it for today's episode. Next video will be an FIU Dynasty video. But I'm having fun doing this Jets franchise. So, hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys are excited, we're getting close to the end of the season where we could be in the playoffs, could not make the playoffs. We are currently 13 seed. We'll go against Atlanta and Miami next episode. But like I said again, hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace.